Hi, I'm Derek from Sahara Separators, and today we're at Mark's farm and we're going to show you a process of removing water content from dairy manure, taking it from 85% content, moisture content, to the 60th percentile of water content so that it can efficiently go through an aerobic digester. What we're going to do is we're going to take a handful of this material. We're going to show you what it looks like when we grab it, squeeze it, and you see how much water, free water, is still in this product. This product right now is at 85% moisture content. 85% moisture content is kind of its free state when it's come off of the slope screens here. Hopefully now what you're going to see, just by squeezing, you'll see the water that's coming off of this thing, and that's just with hand pressure. But this is the water, this is the material that's coming out of the lagoon, and this is what it looks like. We're taking the precaution, because there's a lot of bios in here, we're taking the precaution of having the safety gloves on there so we don't. You still see water coming off. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the area where we're going to begin to process the material and reduce the moisture content. Okay, we don't recommend that you do this because, number one, you got moving machinery here, but what we have is a feeder that's feeding the screw conveyor, and this is the material, as you can see, that we've just pulled out. This is the same material you saw coming off the slope screen, and you can see it's still giving off water pretty freely. This is still at 85% moisture content, and it's still giving off a lot of water. I am on the safety cage, or safety ladder, that's going up to the Sahara, and we're going to show you the discharge of the conveyor into the GP 150. This is a 6-inch screw press. This particular press is processing between 15 to 20 yards per day, or that is what is being delivered to the aerobic digestion process here at Mark's farm. And you can see the material going into the inlet right now. And this, again, this material at this point in time, having been tested, is still 85% moisture content. This product weighs 50 pounds a cubic foot at this spot. Okay, we're at the discharge of the Sahara, and I'm going to reach in and we're going to take a sample. I'm going to show you the difference. Now my hands still have some of the old product on there. But the material that I'm collecting now definitely is warmer than the material that we've been handling that's been at ambient. You can definitely feel the temperature difference. You should be able to see quite a difference between the other product. Okay, now we're going to try squeezing this and see if we get, you can see this change dramatically. You can squeeze this all you want, as hard as you want, and you can't get any moisture out of that. In fact, look at the glove. I'm going to brush the material away, and you can't even see dampness on the glove, though it is there, but there's clearly no water that's freely coming off of this product. We're at the back side of the aerobic digester or aerobic processor at this point in time, and you can see the processor itself is turning, rotating, and material is coming this way. We pick it up with a screw conveyor that's specifically designed to handle this type of product. The material is going to come out here, and then it's going to get conveyed in this direction. Now the material that's on the other side is biologically active, and at this point and beyond, all of this stuff is no longer necessary. You'll see that this material is biologically safe, clean. In fact, it's going to be really interesting material that you're going to be looking at. Now this is the material that we're talking about. We don't have any discharge currently taking place, but typically the temperature that's coming out of here is quite a bit different even from what we see coming out of the press. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just how much this material has changed from over there with moisture content to coming out of the aerobic processor. And this material, again, is very, very safe to handle. In fact, it smells like like earth. Now this material right here is 90% organic. Normally composted material is only 30% organic. So there's a great deal of good value in this material towards plant growth. There's the area that we just were at, where they're transferring from the small digester into the transfer station that's taking this material and stacking it. This is what they call a stacking area. And you can see from the pile that we have a significant amount of product that's been processed through the aerobic digestion processor. In closing, essentially what we want to communicate to you so that you can understand what's happening here is that the whole issue of water removal is very important to this process. The more water in the that is going into the aerobic processor, then the less efficient it becomes, because the heat generated inside is not remediating the product, it's going to evaporate water. So the addition of the Sahara to this process has led it to be much more efficient, allowing them to run a whole lot more efficiently and effectively, and developing this product, which is a salable product. Can go to bedding, as well as the obvious application for good plant food value.